We are friends, digging each other, taking time to talk it over.
Yeah, we're good. We are friends. Are we in?
Yep.
Hey, welcome back to the Lion's Den, episode number 33. Thanks so much for coming back. Will just almost killed himself
Christ,
again.
Will.
I don't know what his deal is.
What is?
You okay over there, bud?
Yeah, dude. Everything's great.
You know what's happening? Your equilibrium's up because your hair's probably too heavy.
Yeah, probably, honestly.
Nice.
Which is it sucks.
We'll be
Your
right
neck-
back after these
Dude,
messages.
your neck must be so strong to hold that big giant thing up.
Yeah, I'm like a Formula One driver. Not a good
God
reference.
damn.
They got big necks.
She's 0 for 2. 0 for 2.
One people in the comments. If you know what I'm talking about, hit me up in the comments.
Formula One drivers have big necks?
Yeah,
because
because
they're
the
only-
G-force. They got to fucking... So everyone's
Here,
using an
look.
F1 driver. Because
Here
I
you
watched
go.
the documentary and I'm all into it. Exactly. It's like the big Ed guy from the TLC show. Like him.
Yeah, but act it out.
I know. But I was like, as I was saying, I was like, that's a dumb... Why would you even make a reference that no one gets, you know?
You've been watching that Formula One show.
Oh,
that's why.
I've been watched it.
I know.
I gotta watch that.
I'm so
I gotta
into
watch that.
F1.
Anyways,
Sorry.
again, welcome back, episode 33.
Lost everyone.
Will's fine.
Lost all
His
the
hair's
listeners.
fine. Please continue to give us 5-star rating and a great review on Apple Podcasts. If you give us a glowing review, we will definitely read that review on the episode.
Yep.
And also keep coming and watching us. Keep coming. Gross. Keep watching us on YouTube. Subscribe at YouTube. Hit the little bell.
Bing.
So you know what's coming at you. And as always, patreon.com/TheLionsDenPod for some extra bonus members-only materials. So once again, to reiterate, 5-star rating, glowing review on Apple Pod, and we will read it like this. Will, do we got a review?
That was amazing. That was so good. I almost was like thrown off.
Yeah, I love reiterating. That was a great word to use.
Thank you.
Very good.
I know words.
Go ahead.
That's it.
Sorry to
You know what-
interrupt
No,
you.
no. You know what I've learned actually is that anytime you cut to me to do a thing, I usually will try to give it another 10 seconds because you guys will be, oh no, how about this? How about this? You
Oh,
know?
because we love entertaining each other.
I know
Yeah,
it's great.
we love,
so that's
we love
why
being entertaining also to the people.
I like
Yeah.
no, I like letting you guys go. So I'm.
Yeah, it's okay.
be
We all
honest.
know
Learning.
that
We're learning.
You got
Right.
a lot of shots of you.
I'm going to be honest. A lot of it is just for you and me.
I know.
Brent,
Go
look
ahead.
at me. Look at what I'm doing.
Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah,
What
see?
do we always say? Look at me.
Look at me. Look at me. Look what I'm doing.
at me.
All right, go ahead. Read that review. I want to hear it. Feed
Positively.
the ego. Feed the ego.
I had to read this one because the subject line said one too many Megans.
Nice.
So a real OG of the show. I've seen Brent and Jason a few times live in AZ, and last time Will was there too. Oh, must have been Tempe. I loved these guys' sets. They're all so funny, and I can't wait until they come back. This podcast is such a great blend of all three of them, and during coronavirus, you find yourself relating to each of them at different points. Do yourself a favor and give these gents a listen.
You hear that?
love that.
You hear that positivity, ladies and gentlemen?
And you know what? Let's do one more. This is a quick one. This is
do it.
from that was from Megan Rose 810.
Oh, one too many Megans. Got it.
So perfect. I should have done that up top. Doing bad at my job.
Figure shit
And
out,
this
figure
one's
shit
from
out.
Milk 1986 DC. Best podcast
What was that
ever.
again?
Milk 1986 DC.
Okay.
Yep. It's just gonna be what it is. These three, OMG, not only are they all handsome, but they're incredibly hilarious. Every episode is nonstop comedy gold. If you're not listening or especially watching on YouTube, you're truly missing out.
Can I just say
Goddamn
something?
right.
I cut you off in the midst of that. You opened with best podcast ever. Didn't he say
Yes,
something
that was
like
the subject line.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then read that again and just read it again just for us.
Yeah, please. We'll hear that one.
Milk
again.
19
Best
something bullshit.
podcast ever.
Ever.
There we go.
Oh,
That's
guess what? I agree.
It's kind of crazy
I
though. Like we don't know how to handle that because
Tell
it's
a
like
friend.
we're humble.
No, can I tell you honest something about being humble?
Please.
I'm probably the best ever at being humble. I'm the most humble. I'm the best. No one's more humble than me.
Hey man, this sounds
When
not
it comes
humble.
to being humble, fucking, I'm the best at being humble. I guess what I eat every fucking day.
What is it?
Humble pie. Oh, because when it comes to humility and being humble,
being
the
humble.
fucking
The
best.
guy. What else do you do when you're humble?
I'm triggered. I'm
You're
really
triggered.
fucking triggered right now.
You're triggered because you're the most
Because I'm
humble.
the most humble. And people, if you don't think I'm humble,
Can I just say something? And I don't want to be that guy, and I don't want to be furious, and I don't want to be that guy that's so furious and mad because my
Right.
eye was stung. But I feel like I'm the most humble. and
Now
it's
I'm
like,
triggered.
well, I'm triggered because you're triggered. And the thing is
everyone's triggered, man.
you know what I eat every day? Ask me, Jason.
What do you eat every
humble
day?
pie.
Humble pie.
I eat humble pie every day.
We're also idiots.
Dude, we're so humble.
We're lovable idiots.
We're so humble. It's unbelievable.
yeah.
It's actually
hey,
kind of mind blowing.
It's humbelievable.
It's
Very good.
t-shirts. Unbelievable.
You know, it'd be a great T-shirt.
Copyright.
I'm the best at being humble.
That's a great shirt.
I'm the best at being humble.
Can we take 2 seconds to talk about Will's hair because it's the
Looks
opposite of
amazing.
humble. Opposite of humble.
Your hair is cocky as shit right now.
Cocky as shit.
Yeah.
And the chain, the little chain he's got going.
Yeah.
Trying things out. It's quarantine.
What you got in there? You got any product in there? Or are you going all
No,
natural?
never do.
No,
It's just, you know what I do actually is after I wear a hat for a while and it kind of slicks it back a little bit so it stays like that. That's what I do.
Oh, so the product that you have in your hair is your own sweat. Got it.
Just a real ghetto way to ghetto hair gel
Disgusting.
just through a hat.
When I look at you, I see ghetto. Okay.
Yeah. You scream hood.
He is not humble. All right, Jason, we were talking about this. I'm going to get into this first because I had a question about this. Your dog.
Oh, my poor Bugzy. Those of you who are loyal members of our Lions Pride know that I have two wonderful dogs, Bugzy and Jack. Jack being a 100,000-year-old cockapoo.
He's amazing.
And Bugzy is a gorilla bat pig that I've taken into my home. But no,
Great shoulders.
Bugsy's my French bulldog. We've been having issues with Bugzy boy. He's been peeing weird. When I say weird, I don't mean like he's standing on his head taking a piss upside down. I mean it's trickling out. And the thing is with male dogs, one of the signs to see if there's something wrong is they no longer lift their leg to pee like a normal male dog. They start squatting like a little bitch dog. Like a little bitch ass dog. No,
Totally
he
not
does
humble.
a squat and then nothing. It was just dribbling out and it was a little dark. So we figured, he may have a UTI. Dogs get UTIs.
Didn't
as
know
well.
that, by the way. I had
Yeah.
no idea
Yeah.
dogs could.
Because they have a urinary tract.
True.
You know.
Yeah.
And
I
think
didn't know
about
they could have kidney
more.
Yeah, definitely.
Like. But we took him in thinking, okay, this is going to be a UTI, and we're going to put him on some medication. And turns out he had to have surgery. He had a stone the size of a peanut M&M in his bladder. I'll put that up on the screen here, and you can see it in the X-ray in his
Yeah.
bladder. This
Put that in
giant stone, and he has a bunch of little ones in his urethra, which those are the ones that cause pain. So we ended up having to have him gutted and some stones.
Gutted?
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
a, what are you talking? That sounds
They
horrifying.
cut
Let
their
him
little dog.
finish.
They cut their little doggy gut open it
He's
up,
got it.
and then they take all the stones out. They juggle the stones, which is weird. Then they put them in a little Ziploc bag, and they're going to have them checked
they
out
send
for
them to
stuff.
Brooklyn
and
for
then
dice.
they
Patch Adams?
surgically listen to me.
Sorry.
They surgically add a zipper so that we can go with the fucking.
It's good for
scar.
winter.
No, they don't. But
for winter.
what I did do, I killed two birds with one gallstone.
Nice.
I got him fixed. I got him neutered as well. And for those of you that are going to say, "What the fuck are you his nuts cut off?" What a lot of people have to realize with this breed of dog,
Yeah. This
because
dog
it
is-
sounds cruel and you do feel
yeah.
bad. You're like, but what happens with this breed of dog is they get testicle cancer. They get nut cancer. And so to prevent that in the future, we took his little balls off. Now he's going to be, I'm going to get a different dog back from the vet. I'm going to pick him up on
man.
Monday. He's just going to be a little bitch dog now. But you know what? He's still going to be cuddly Bugzy.
Hello, Jason. What if you want
Come here, boy. I identify as a girl dog now. So
Bark.
You have. Oh, that's funny. You piece
I
of
didn't want to
shit.
cut you off. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off.
that was
My
good.
bad. My bad.
Hey,
but yeah, so
Bart.
it was a little traumatic yesterday. His mama got really worried because he's never been away from the family kind of a thing. So it's like, is he going to have blankets? What if he can't? That kind of thing. But I'm like, this is what they do. These people, first of all, they got into that business because they care about animals. It's not like they're going to give him surgery and throw him in a stone cage for 3 days. You know what I mean? With a little bit of water. Yeah.
Most piece of shit. We'll take him out when he's ready.
Yeah, right. But I have been calling every day and checking on him, and they said he's got plenty of blankets to cuddle in. They're getting his catheter taken out today. They're going to take him on his first walk today, but we can't go see him until Monday because obviously when he sees us, he's going to get excited, and they don't want him to move around or jump while he still
Or
has
pee.
this-
Don't dogs pee when they get excited sometimes?
What, man?
All right. Well,
Some dogs do. I don't know. Yeah,
that was a Brent fact.
Yeah, maybe.
that was a Will
That was a
fact.
Brent fact.
No, that's the girls you date. Anyways,
Wait. I don't even get the joke. What do
they
you?
get excited. They pee on you, dude. I was told by a friend. Of
All your
mine-
girls have
I
peed
was
on
told by a friend of mine
Brian, I told you that in confidence.
that girls, it's a normal thing for them to pee a little bit if like they do like they jump on trampolines and shit.
Wait,
like
wait,
that.
wait, wait, wait. Girls or dogs? I missed
Girls.
it. No way.
Girls, yeah.
On a
I'm
trampoline.
Googling that
Like,
immediately.
yeah, so-
Also, what do I Google? Girls peeing on trampolines.
Yeah, come on. It's no weirder than some of
I
the
want
shit
to
we've
name
done.
the friend that told me that, but
Girls peeing accidentally?
yeah. Is it
Trampoline.
normal?
We may have to cut all this out.
Trampoline. You gotta
Peeing-
type
yeah.
in trampoline.
No, it's that's so
Why
specific.
do I accidentally pee a little? Hit that one.
Yeah, hit that.
I mean,
Go.
it's just
Damn.
one guy. Be like, hey,
What does
why
it
do
say?
I on Reddit?
Urinary incontinence is
usually caused by problems with the muscles and nerves that help the. Well, this is a different thing.
Oh, why you got that weak ass pussy then? What's up?
Why
you
do-
strengthen that
I like
pussy
this.
up?
Why do girls pee when laughing? I mean, just pee.
Oh,
Not
that's
just
I don't
girls,
think
you
that's
know?
just girls. Though.
When
I-
pelvic floor muscles, I'm lost. Can't properly support your
Or
bladder. It
sneezing,
drops and you can't
can
type.
accidentally
I
leak in
feel
your-
like that's a little weird because I think that
Accidentally
it's-
leak a little bit. Of
I don't
urine.
think that's just a girl thing. I
Yeah, I
remember
don't
as a
think so
kid
either.
taking a pee when I laughed too hard.
Type in girls on trampolines peeing.
Just to see what happens.
worst
trampoline.
porn ever.
Just type in trampoline.
Girls
No.
peeing.
You have it.
You know why he's taking so long, Brent? He doesn't know how to spell trampoline.
No.
Who the hell does?
Peeing. This is gonna be. I'm glad I'm using an incognito window because I don't want this to be a fucking thing. Yeah, this is all just videos on fucking
Oh, yeah, we
E-Bombs
don't need to
world
see this
of
shit.
girls just fucking peeing on trampolines.
Girl pees herself on trampoline. How is that?
Back to
attractive? That's
Bugzy.
Daily Motion.
Yeah, this is. All right, wait, this is.
By the
But,
way,
yeah.
you are a great honor because I hate Bugzy. I want the audience to know
Brent,
that.
you hate
I still have a scar from
because
him.
Bugzy was so excited to see Brent that he
He bit the shit out of me.
He pissed all over
he
him.
pissed on him and bit his hand. No, but he didn't bite because it would have drawn blood because that dog is
Oh,
it's a strong little motherfucker, Bugzy. But
Let me
now,
tell you, that guy's a
here's the thing.
gorilla.
When James first got Bugzy, my oldest son is how we have Bugzy.
Mm-hmm.
He named him Bugzy Badass. That's like his legal name on papers. So do we have to change that now?
Well, Bugsy makes sense for
Can't be
him.
a badass,
He's like a gangster.
Well, that's your fucking nuts, right?
He's for the people at home. This is how he walks. He's a
Bugsy's-
What is it? A French bulldog?
Yeah, from the
French
French-
bulldog. So when it's an M&M.
Brent, you're
stone-
not in your mic.
just take it with you.
No, because it always comes. M&M Stone and a French bulldog.
Yeah.
And he has this shit.
And he walks paw over paw. Like,
the fuck are you doing over there? And I love Jack. That's the problem. I love Jack so much.
Jack's the best.
That
Jack
when
is-
I go to
Jack's the
Jack,
old
he
man of the
tries to
house.
bite me. Bugsy tries to bite
Oh,
me if
'cause
I like
He's
Jack.
protecting Jack. Which, by the way, that might be not a thing anymore.
God, you're such a good guy. Because when that dog first came to the house, you hated him.
I never hated him.
But you didn't like it.
I
then.
wasn't used to him.
And then all of a sudden, you're like, you.
I never hated him. James, Elaine, John, I never hated the dog. I was frustrated with some of his behavior, but I had to take a minute and think, this is new. This is a new environment for him. He's getting used to it. But now it's 4 years later, and he's
Yeah,
pretty
you
much
love him.
Yeah.
my dog, and he's the best.
That's what you do.
And now, and you know, yesterday when we found out all that stuff, it was a little expensive. You know, if it was just the UTI, it'd probably been like $500. But you know, it's up closer to $4,000 now. But my first thought was, I want to. I wasn't like I don't want to fucking spend that kind of money on the dog. I wanted him to be okay.
Yeah.
Because it is life threatening. Those stones in there can eventually
Yeah.
kill him.
I mean,
guy.
think about it.
But now he's
Eminem,
safe. He's safe. He's fixed. He's gonna be home. He's gonna be happy. He's gonna chill the fuck out.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's
better.
really. That's
And
be
he's
a
not gonna
different
bite
dog.
Brent anymore.
Yeah.
He scares me.
So those of you who are, you know, familiar with my doggies, say a little prayer for Bugsy,
Bugsy, yeah, he's got those fucking
Bugsy
arms
badass.
we've been dying for.
my little Frenchie boy.
know,
He's got those arms.
He's got a good body. I don't want my goal. If I have a dog, I don't want my dog to have a a better body than I do.
That's actually a
ripped,
funny. That's
dude.
funny. That's actually funny.
Why did your dog have deltoids?
I know, right?
This is
He's just
unfair.
like,
Did you ever see that
the fuck
hairless
let you in?
monkey
You know? Huh?
or hairless gorilla? What like the type in hairless gorilla? Don't
oh,
worry about it.
they are ripped.
I mean, it's like
Chimpanzees too.
chimpanzees.
Chimps
Is
are
it chimpanzee
ripped,
or
dude.
gorilla?
All right. Well, we're not gonna.
Well,
fucking-
we know what you've been looking up.
no, I just did it. No, I just did girls
What
peeing
are
on
you
images.
That was the trampoline.
No, it was the
videos.
trampoline thing.
Those are
I hit
okay.
images to look
Okay.
it up, and then I was like, oh, bad idea.
Thought he was looking up American Apparel models. Hey, by the way, American Apparel models, you're not attractive.
Ooh,
Well, don't
burned
ooh
ya,
it.
slammed you.
makes
So,
it
in
real.
conclusion,
I
Brent
already-
thinks you're ugly.
Well, they just look like they're caught always. Yeah.
Those kind of modeling shoots,
Sorry.
by the way,
forgot.
fuck those kind of modeling shoots where everybody's just like,
Yeah, it makes me feel bad.
Just
and
hungry.
the guy's just like, and the girl's just like,
Yeah.
It's like, what's your name?
okay,
guy?
how do you want us
Poet?
How do you want us to prepare for this modeling shoot? We would like you to starve yourself for 6 months. Maybe get rabies so that you look fucking crazy.
That's what I was going with.
Hey, do me a favor. Get in the corner, and I'm going to blast you with light. And then I don't know when I'm going to take your phone. I'm taking it now. I'm taking it now. I'm taking it now. Thank you for
Look how
coming
ripped.
in.
Look how ripped homeboy
Yeah,
is.
look at that.
What?
That's Bugzy.
Yo, dude. Imagine that motherfucker getting a hold of you if you grab his baby or something, the little baby chimps.
Looks like John Cena.
I mean,
Look at this fucking guy.
He's ripped. Look
Terrifying.
at the definition. Look at those
Terrifying.
delts,
Dude, this is the
man.
body that I want. I want the hairless gorilla body.
By the end of
Look at his fucking
quarantine.
back, dude. This is me coming to do fucking shows again.
What's that thing on his neck?
yeah, what is
I don't know.
That's
This is just fucking.
yo, that dude. Fuck with me.
That gorilla's coming.
Also, this is terrifying. Look at this.
That's why
guy,
when people.
dude.
That's why when people get these animals as pets. That's why there's so many in captivity in the United States, just like tigers. People get these little guys when they're little as pets and think, oh, this is good. They grow up
Yeah,
they're-
these
and they get
guys
strong. There's
are
like
terrifying.
yo, there's stories and stuff, and you can find them in the news.
Oh, it's Brent.
What is that thing?
Brent,
Go next to
my
it.
dad.
Go next to it. That is that a chupacabra?
that's
What
not
is that?
That's not a real thing.
Is
right?
that a chupacabra?
That's a chupacabra, dude.
Best buddy movie ever. These guys.
Hey, zoom out. Wait, well, what does it say? 15 animals, hair barely recognized.
Oh, without hair, you'll be barely recognized.
That thing's not. What is that thing?
I can't hear you. What?
Chupacabra.
Where?
What is it?
Whatever the hell that thing is on the right. Obviously,
This?
that's me on the left.
Yeah, that's what, yeah.
But go to the right.
There's another one.
Yikes! What is
Oh,
that beast?
My
Yeah, for the listeners,
God.
we don't know how to describe this. If you're just listening, we're looking up hairless gorilla. If you want to follow along, just Google image hairless gorilla, and you'll know what we're talking
You'll
about.
find
Because
some
some of these
weird
fucking
shit.
beasts that we're seeing right now.
That's a chupacabra for sure.
Jesus. Yikes! These are. I'm getting a little spooked.
Yeah, that's a little fucked up right there. I
All
feel
right,
like that
I'm
thing's
out.
gonna walk in
Yeah,
my
I can't
house.
do
Get out of
this
that
anymore. This
goddamn
is-
thing.
You know, we glossed over it, Brent. We got to talk about the bee thing. What happened to you with the bees? Because they finally retaliated.
Oh yeah.
All right, so I have an eye issue right now because, so as everybody knows, and by the way, a lot of people have been on my side with the bee thing, but as everybody knows, I'm dealing with a bee issue, but it's not in my yard, but it comes over to my yard. So I'm sitting outside before Jason comes over, and Jason had to do an interview, so he...
Oh, this is today?
Yeah, today.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Just now. I thought it was like
Yeah.
yesterday or something.
So I was sitting outside. All of a sudden, I see this kind of mist come over, and I realized, oh, they must be spraying the bees.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, the bees kind of came to me, like they
Yeah.
came at me as if I snitched or something.
They're gonna fly away from the
Yeah.
mist, which is into your yard.
So and I have like obviously that area right there where I post on Insta story, but over there I have like a little lounge area. So I'm in the corner. They're not even. I don't even know they could see me. They came right towards me, and stung me right under here. And then I think one got my eye because this one is fucking hurting so much, and it keeps getting. I can't really see out of it, but the bees are still thriving, by the way, over there.
Yeah, that fucking shit didn't work.
Didn't
you don't
do
spray 'em.
anything.
You
I
got to
think
get rid
they
of the
did one.
goddamn beehive. You got to get rid of the thing.
I think I'm just gonna honestly, and I think it will help our podcast. Honestly, I'm just gonna break in, tie the family up, and then deal with it myself.
Videotape the whole thing.
Have to vlog.
Document.
That's
Vlog.
that's a Patreon. shit.
Patreon.
Patreon vlog.
Brent
Home
Morin
inva-
breaking into a
home
home invasion.
invasion.
Home
Yeah.
invasion blog.
Yeah.
Vlog.
Should be
Vlog.
fun. It'll be the last one.
But now I
Blog
think
is-
my eye was
blog
stung.
is is like writing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vlog because it starts with a
Vlog
V.
is a crime.
Worst Rayman ever.
Vlog.
Blog is
Vlog.
when you write it out.
Vlog. Shut up.
This
Vlog.
is who he is.
Hey,
I thought he's
too
a
much,
smarter
too much
guy.
camera
then.
time. Will.
Yeah. Also,
Vlog.
go ahead.
is
But also, I was
video.
gonna make fun of him right off the bat. He tried to roast you, and then
Yeah.
somehow hit his hand on his,
Yeah, 'cause I
that
get too many-
fucking shit right there. No, you just don't know how to be a roaster because you're a virgin. So the thing is, how's your little penis doing? You having fun?
Oh my god. Fuck you, dude.
All right, man.
Fucking asshole.
Honestly, am I gonna have one of those
Well,
fucking weird
just
eyes?
Real shit. Yeah. You piece of shit.
I just like one of the things I love about you, Jay, and then the other thing, it's like you'll be like, "Oh, this fucking dog is annoying to me," and then like we'll go on the road because this is when we were touring when Bugzy was first there. Then I'll come back 2 weeks later, or we'll go on the road again 2 weeks later. I go, "How's Bugzy?" Actually, you know, he's a pretty good dog, and I'm like, oh,
He's great. He's becoming my dog. He's great.
territorial as shit, and I don't like him. I hope he's well. I hope he's well.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Also, have you ever had a kidney stone? Because I haven't. You have?
Yes, I have had kidney stones. It's
terrifies
the
me.
most excruciating pain
That's
I've
what I hear.
ever had. I've had major surgeries. My not on kidney stones, but I've like my knee surgeries. One of them in particular, the recovery time was very long and very painful. However, passing a kidney stone is the worst thing I've ever experienced in my life.
What everybody says.
The last time I think I was about 35 years old.
Oh no.
35-year-old man. I'm in the fetal position on the floor of my living room crying like a baby. And I had to drove myself to the hospital. And I had to get at every red light. At every red light, I had to put the car in park, open the door, and stand up straight because that was the most comfortable that I could be. And I'm at the light going, oh. People are like, what the fuck is this guy doing? I'm like, light turned green. I get back in the car, put it in drive, go. And then I got myself into the hospital, and they immediately sedate you, and they check to see if they're the size, because if they go past a certain size, you got to have them surgically removed.
Penis gone?
No. They cut. If you could have seen, I don't know if you could have seen his face, but he was like this.
Because I don't drink a lot of water.
He goes like this.
And I'm just assuming it's going to happen
Penis
to me.
gone.
So not expecting.
Penis gone. Here's what you think of when you think of passing a kidney stone. You're thinking of pissing it out, and how painful that would be, right?
Yeah.
That's not the painful part.
What?
No, it's so small.
That part feels good.
That part feels like that feels like you're coming rocks. Yeah. Come on. But what you're feeling is it passing through the urethra. That's the pain because it's too big for that tube and it's scraping through. But it's passable. As long as they're passable, you don't have to have surgery. They give you some kind of stuff, and then you got to pee into like this little screen thing where it catches it, and you turn it. You bring it back to have it checked for.
And you get a prize.
You get a prize.
How much? Does
you get a
this
stone
get me
prize.
to blow up the alien doll?
Can this get me the remote control car?
Exactly.
I need to get a bigger one. Get a remote control.
There we go. That feels like a
remote control
hand.
helicopter.
They took my penis. You get the bear. Thank you. How
But
about
yeah,
that, ladies?
I passed 2 in one day.
What?
The first one was god awful because I had no idea what it was, and I was just like, "What is this?" It felt like somebody took a knife and went, and then just scraped it across.
All I hear.
But then when I went to the doctor, we got checked. He goes, "Good news is they're small enough where you don't have to have surgery. Bad news is," I go, "What?" He goes, "You got another one. It's probably going to pass tonight sometime." I was like, horrible. So I just like drugged myself with painkillers and stuff in the evening and just kind of fought through it.
So at home you did the second one.
Yeah.
That's all I keep hearing. Everything I hear about is like,
It's terrible.
wait till you have a kidney stone. It's going to fuck everything up.
Yep.
And I don't drink a lot of water, and salt is
Your
obviously
favorite.
I'm puffed as shit. It's in my life. So I'm just like concerned about it.
The crazy thing is,
Ugh.
then
penis
about a
sucks,
year
too.
or two later, I had my appendix burst. My appendix had an appendectomy, and I waited because when you have that appendix pain and you get that, you got to go to the doctor right away so it doesn't burst inside of your body. Because if that thing bursts inside of you, it can kill you.
You did.
All the toxins go through your body and it can kill you. You can survive it, but you're going to spend a long time in the hospital. So I started getting this pain again, and it was in the same kind of area. And I thought, fuck, I'm going to pass another stone. I'm going to just ride it out. And pass this kidney stone. To the point where the pain was so excruciating that I said, I can't, I got to go to the doctor. So I had my mom came and got me and took me to the hospital. And I was like, they're like, what's going on here? And we went to my doctor. I didn't go to the hospital. And he says, what are you feeling? And I told him, I explained to him what I was feeling. He goes, actually, your appendix is about to burst. I go, how do you know that? He goes, watch this. Lay down. He pushes down on my stomach really hard. He goes, does that hurt? I go, no. And he goes, and released it. And when he released it, dude, the amount of pain that I had, he's like, yeah, that's your appendix. And I literally had to go from my regular doctor, rushed to emergency surgery to the hospital.
Oof.
They're like, it's gonna burst. And it was, if I just decided to try to ride that kidney stone pain out, I'd have been fucked.
Yeah.
So the fact that I was a pussy that day, saved my
Or
life.
responsible.
Or responsible.
Yeah.
Also, you
And,
like your physician, though. Is it the
Yeah,
same guy?
yeah, Dr. Fan, he's the best. But I got to the hospital and when they took the appendix out,
Nope, Jay, your mic's out.
it was, how about now?
Nope.
Jason
Yep.
Collings. By the time I got to the hospital, when they told me, I asked them, I go, hey, keep the appendix. I want to see it
Oh yeah.
when I come out of
Oh,
surgery.
really?
Didn't get to. And I go, well, why? And the guy goes, you were so close to a burst appendix that when we removed it from your body,
Oh wow.
Oh, my God.
yeah, burst.
Wow. That's amazing.
You know what, Jay?
Yeah. So I only had to spend like a week. I was like 4 days in the hospital on that one.
You know what, Jay? You are the most humble.
Dude, my dad came to visit me. It was so funny. It was such a dad moment. It was so funny. He's standing next to the bed, and he had just been through he had colon cancer,
Oh.
and he had major surgery. Like, I'm talking major
Oh, wow.
surgery to have parts of it removed. And my dad was a tough son of a bitch. They wheel him out of surgery. Before he comes out of surgery, they say, you know, you're probably not going to be able to talk to him. He's going to be unconscious for at least a day or two. And da-da-da. They wheeled my dad out of surgery. He was sitting up in the bed, wide awake. And they wheel us past. He goes, all good, no sweat.
Wow.
That's the kind of guy he was, right?
Yeah.
So a couple, the surgery took for about 4 or 5 years. So he survived 4 years. When they gave him like 6 months to live, he survived like another 4 years.
Nice.
But during that time, I had that appendix surgery, and I wake up from surgery, and I wake up to him standing next to the bed, and he goes, you know, you're getting up and walking today, right? I was like, guess so.
Yeah.
But then he stepped on my IV and pulled it out
Really?
on accident, and
Oh.
it pulled out. And
Oh.
we were like, yeah. But yeah.
What are you supposed to
I've
say to
had
somebody
kidney-
like that, though? He just had colon cancer surgery. You know
you
you're
have
getting up
nothing. You have
walking out.
nothing to say.
You can't.
You know, you're right. And I did, because they don't let you leave the hospital when you have certain surgeries. That their gauge, I guess, to let them know when you're ready to go, is it if that you could get out of bed on your own, walk across the room on your own, go to the bathroom, and come back. They're like, okay, you're ready to go home. So
And
First,
it might be a
let's-
money thing, too.
I personally wanted to lay in the hospital for 2 days. It was so the pain, medication, and everything. I was like, do I have to get up? Because this is fucking awesome.
Yeah. You had, like, morphine going?
Oh, morphine and
drip.
more and more and more and morphine. Yeah, oh, it's the best. Got that
You're
drip. You
getting
could taste it
Oh boy.
I've never had
when
it.
when they shoot it in the morphine. You could literally
Oh.
feel
I bet
like
I
everything would just go. Oh, I wonder why people get addicted to morphine.
Can you get morphine? Anyway, we'll
More
be
like,
right back
hey.
after the...
The next episode, the whole episode, Brent.
Less fiend.
Nice. You know what? You're the most humble.
That's good.
I'm the humblest to be. Humble.
And I'm once again terrified of kidney stones.
You know what? Research a diet that you could be on to.
I'm never gonna.
That you
stick
can go
to it.
on to
I've learned
avoid
that.
What causes kidney stones?
I actually asked my dad this too because, like, when I worked at the Tonight Show with Conan, there were 3 people, like, in a month. A girl, Ashley, and 2 other people. I'm not going to name names, Jesus, Brent. But they all had kidney stones. And I said, well, how's that happen? They go, a lot of salt, sodium, and no water and all that shit. And I went, that's my
calcium
whole
buildup.
life. It's calcium, all that. So I went, it's everything. And so I think I called my dad. I go, you ever have a kidney stone? He goes, no. And I hung up. Probably was betting on highlight. I don't know what the hell he was doing. But I could definitely see myself getting one. And I don't know.
You'll know.
I worry sometimes, like with my anxiety, especially being here during quarantine by myself. I'm wondering if I'm going to have that, like, because the tooth pain just kind of went away. If I'm going to have one of those little jolts to my head that just go like, and then
You mean like a seizure, like
just an
stroke?
aneurysm or something? Like
there's
just
like a stroke. There's an aneurysm.
I build so much shit up in my head, but like the one thing I've always talked to everybody about, even my toughest friends I grew up with, don't have a kidney stone, dude. Like everybody.
I get
Yeah.
okay. A female nurse who had children told me they compare the pain that you're going through to childbirth. I was like, what? Although I'm not taking anything away from natural childbirth. That shit. Hey, no thanks.
Hey,
I passed a kidney stone that you can only see with a microscope.
Yeah.
You passed a child.
Very good point.
Well, we don't know what
Yeah.
those kidney stones are doing, and that's the point.
My kidney stone didn't have arms and legs.
I'm getting stung by bees.
Yeah.
Bees don't hurt. Bees don't hurt anymore. You just can't see anymore.
I'm so happy to be rid of my bees, dude. I'm eating meals outside now.
Also, I mean, the other thing is like I told you this before. I've been having people door to door sales.
Really? Coming up to the door? And
Just right up to the door. Not only are they coming up to
what
the
are they
door.
trying to sell you? That's what
They're
I want to
trying to sell to kill the spiders and like all my best friends.
Oh, I have that.
You know?
There's a company that I use.
It's my only friends. But they do that thing. They go, and what we'll do for you is 99. And then they start naming neighbors, like names of actors I don't know.
That one I hate.
I go, don't.
That one I hate. Here's when they come to my house and they want to do. They want to give you. Oh, we want to give you an estimate on a new roof. Their first pitch is like, hey, we're in the neighborhood. We're doing your neighbor's roof right now down the street.
Yeah.
I always go, what neighbor? I know everybody on this street.
No, I love that. I wish I knew a neighbor.
Don't do that. Don't lie to me. Just say, hey, look, I work for this company. This is what we sell. Do you need it?
I will. I'm just gonna be dead honest. So I had this happen 2 days in a row. The first day it happened, it was a different company, and they came and they asked about like a fee, but I had taken an edible right before that, and I was waiting for food too. So I hear ding dong, so I open the door, but the edible kicked in. This guy showed up and look this up. Look this up, Will, because I don't know what the hell this is. It's not one of those like. I don't know how to describe it. It's like one of those things you put your feet on, but it's not like a hoverboard, but it has the little thing in between it.
Oh, is it like does it have one wheel on it?
No, it's like a hoverboard, but it has like a little section in between, I guess, so their legs, their calves can be rested. I don't know what it is.
It's like it's like an electric unicycle.
It's weird. And the point is he's talking to me about bugs and insects, and I'm stoned, so all I'm seeing is that little thing.
And
he
he's
has.
on that thing?
Yeah.
Well, he was off of it, but it was next to him.
Oh.
So I went, he goes, so, we're doing your neighbor blah, 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 and your neighbor blah, blah, blah. I figure we can get you in, and, my boss is going to da-da. Buddy, I was a door-to-door salesman. I know what you're doing, but I'm stoned. So all I go, you ride that up here? And he goes, what? I go, that little thing, how's that work? And he goes, you just get on it. I go, don't you feel a little less than when you're on that? I was stoned.
Yeah.
I go, you're wearing shorts, you're tucked in, and you have this little thing.
It's less than.
I was, and I.
Then he goes, sir, I don't appreciate that.
Yeah, well then don't fucking come to my house when we're dealing with a pandemic. Like it makes no sense. So I said, don't you feel less than? I didn't mean it like in a bad way. I guess it does sound really shitty. But picture him. Cargo shorts.
Cargo shorts.
Want me to get rid of your spiders? Next house. Like he looked.
Also, what's with people trying to get into other people? It's like the worst time to do door-to-door sales.
That's,
Who's letting people in?
That's what pisses me off.
That makes
so
no
then
sense.
I become this thing. So I got obsessed with that, though, because I was on an edible. So I go,
Yeah.
I just got to understand it. He goes, you want to try it? I go, no. I said, you've already crossed the line by being in my... by the way, I'm not going to have you kill my spiders. They're my best friends. I kept telling him that.
Oh, my God.
Because I have no friends here.
I
And
get
like
that
my
service, by the
spiders.
way.
And I understand it if I own the home. It's just not something I like the little guys. So, and I don't care. There's not enough for me to give a shit about. I was just obsessed with the fact that this guy has to sit on one of these weird ass things. Just type it in. Type in hover with a seat.
You're talking about a hoverboard?
It's like that, but it has like a weird little seat. A hoverboard with a seat. There you go.
Like this thing?
The one right there.
Oh, I know
yeah.
which one you're talking about.
That one.
That
yes.
guy, yeah.
Oh, don't
So
go. Oh, that's shopping. Oh, no. I want this one, though. Segway 9bot S.
Yep.
It was like one of
It's got
those.
like a little support for your inner thigh.
Yeah, so now you have to lock your knees together to go, wee.
I'll tell you what, I love that
Here we
service,
go.
by the way.
There you go.
'Cause-
That's what he had.
Yeah, that thing. That service, here's why I get it. Because spiders are icky.
No, it's a good service, like especially you're a homeowner.
Yes.
I'm a renter.
I
There's a
just got
difference.
I just got my receipt because they came today.
For what?
Oh, let me tell you. American roaches. I mean, come on. American roaches. They all got MAGA hats on. Ants, centipedes, cockroaches. Okay, we got American roaches and cockroaches. Okay. Just trying to make your list longer, aren't you? Crickets, earwigs. The fuck is that?
What the fuck is an earwig?
Millipede,
Type in earwig.
centipedes and millipedes. Cool. So the centimeter long ones and the millimeter long ones.
Oh, so the ones that get in our brains. And
Pill
the other-
bugs,
Is an earwig.
sow bugs,
Ew.
and spiders.
Ew. Ew.
All right.
Ew.
Yep.
Too.
Well.
Made that too big.
Yeah. Oh, they found a.
Ugh.
Gross.
They found more murder hornets, by the way, in the old U.S. of A.
Oh, thank God I didn't get stung with that, huh?
Every time I see an article about the murder hornet, it's somebody's hand holding it.
Yeah.
What? What? Hey,
Guaranteed
use
they're
tweezers.
white,
You're gonna
too.
get murdered by that hornet.
Emails?
Sure.
Sure. By the way, look at me now. Stung there, stung here.
But are you
stung
breaking
in
out?
my eye.
You're not getting any rashes or swelling?
No,
or
it's
anything?
just like, come on, Brent.
You look
Be
good.
defensive.
Dude. You look manly as shit.
It's
with
prison out there, dude, and I'm losing.
You're
I'm
in the
a
yard.
bitch.
You're in the
I'm
yard.
in the yard.
You need to pick a team, buddy.
I picked the squirrels. They don't like me.
Yeah, squirrels are all.
So I picked the tarantula in my bathroom, and he doesn't like me either.
What if you had a tarantula in your bathroom?
This is Steven.
Whew. God, that's
Sorry,
scary. Dude,
wasting your
scorpions?
time.
Just to think that scorpions exist here in California.
Yeah.
You know?
I didn't even think about that.
First of all, what a cocky ass way to sting somebody. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, look at these, but don't look at
Yeah.
that thing coming at you, you know? Because they have these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they have this sneaky little tail stinger that comes and gets you when you're,
have to see it.
I'm going to get you here. And then it goes on top of the head and you're like, dead.
Playing with you, Dad.
All right.
All right,
Am
go
I
ahead.
in? Yeah, I got it. I thought I messed my fucking mic up again. Let's do this.
That was awesome, by the way, that you messed your mic up because it's usually me.
I know. That's what was your fucking. This is from Christy Bryant. A review, a question, and a confession all in one. Dearest Jason, Brent, and Will, I hope you're staying safe and healthy. My name is Christy, and I'm a grad student from the UK. Having recently discovered TLD, which I've binged, I finally have a good reason to keep the podcast app. Nice. To Jason and Brent specifically, I don't care much for British comedians, so I've
Time out.
never.
What if she said, to Jason and Brent specifically, I don't care much for Will. So here we go.
So I've only ever watched stand-up on YouTube, and you guys were among the first comedians I genuinely really liked. Luckily, since then, TLD has introduced me to the wonderful Will, a sweetheart. It's really great to listen to you guys just talk about random stuff, as opposed to watching poorly edited 5-minute /stand-up bits. Unfortunately, there is a rare opportunity to see comedians like yourselves here in England, so I was wondering if you guys actually have any plans to tour outside of the U.S.,
Absolutely.
i.e. UK/Europe.
Yeah, I did a week of shows in Soho district in the West End at the Soho Theater that I recommended to Jason that Jason's going to do. He's going to headline it himself as well, and then the two of us will eventually go out there and do that. But
Maybe three of us.
yeah,
Maybe we'll bring the whole pod, but we'll see.
we'll see. I mean, if he
We're
gets-
going to definitely need somebody to carry the luggage.
Yeah, you know what? Then Will's gonna come too. But like the UK is great. I had a great week there. Jay will murder it there. He's played.
I've
the whole,
never been, and I'm looking forward to going. And so
Just
the
crazy.
answer to
You
that
went
question
everywhere
is,
else except that.
right. The answer to that question is absolutely yes.
Absolutely.
We're definitely already talking podcast Lions Den tour, and
Yeah.
of course our individual tours as headliners as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll get out there. I
Yeah,
promise.
we will.
Yeah,
will.
look for it, Christy, and thanks for the nice words.
I love it out there, man. I miss it.
This next one's from Nicole Beckstrom. This is sort of a callback to an episode from a while ago.
Why are you shaking your legs so much? You all
Yeah,
right?
do you have to pee?
I don't know. No.
Okay.
Gym class swimming is the subject line. I'll try to
Oh
stop.
boy. Oh,
Because I gotta read. I gotta read a lot of things, so I'm trying to focus. And
I
shit.
know. It's 'cause
Oh,
everybody
this is a
gave you
focus
shit.
exercise.
I think so.
Got
yeah.
it.
Everybody give
No
you
one can
shit.
see though.
I know. We
Just you
brought
All they
guys
it.
see is
you know?
this.
Yeah. Just a little.
It takes
hover.
a lot for me not to do that. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Brent has. Oh my God, RLS to the nth degree.
So Nicole said, when Will brought up swimming in gym class in episode 29, I had to laugh because my school's swimming unit was ridiculous. Swimming unit? What are you, the Navy SEALs? I grew up in
This is why people
Minnesota.
give me shit.
I grew up in. It's just funny. Why my swimming unit? I grew up in.
That's what my penis is when it's in the water.
There it is. Excellent. I grew up in Minnesota, so the pool we used for gym class was inside, but my school didn't have a pool, so we had to bus over to the other school in the district to use theirs. By the time we waited for the bus, loaded all the students on, and drove to the school and changed into our swimsuits, we ended up having
Wait,
about
what was
15
that?
minutes. I put too many hands in there. See, this is why I'm not shaking my legs. This is the problem. That's why
Okay,
I fucking
shake
shake my
your
legs,
legs. Get
guys.
back to it.
God
Shake
damn
your
it.
legs. Don't get
Fucking
mad
A.
at us.
We ended up having about 15 minutes of pool time, so we had to drive back to our school. Girls also had to wear giant tees over their swimsuits, which was the most uncomfortable feeling. I always had gym. This is like a fucking S. What if it just goes on for 20 minutes? I also had gym as the first or second class of the day, and the swimming unit conveniently be in the would conveniently be in the wintertime, so our hair would freeze and then we'd have to go about the rest of the school day with damp and sad. School day damp and sad. Anyways, love the podcast. You guys make my work days
Oh my
much
God,
more
what kind of
entertaining.
gel are
That's
you wearing?
so funny.
It's chlorine.
Yeah,
Hey,
fucking icicles hanging on my
all the
eyebrows.
senior jocks are going, hey, here
Okay.
come the wet girls.
You love the podcast.
Yeah,
They
Oh,
love
man.
the podcast. Respond very cool. Hit the very cool
Yeah,
button.
hit the very cool.
Hit
No,
very-
that's a reply to the message.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, hit
Respond,
that. Hit
reply,
that.
yo,
Hit very
tomato,
cool.
tomato. Boom.
Nice.
Send.
I've never
Doesn't
get to
want to
use
send
that.
it. Doesn't want to send
Just
it.
send it. Send it. Her hair was
Hey,
frozen
it's our
through
podcast.
school.
We're the bosses. Push send. Boom. Not gonna reply ever again.
We're the buses, and we have raccoons.
At the bus says.
Hey, here comes that bitch with the
got
frozen
another one?
hair.
Any more?
Yeah, we got a comedy question from
Yeah.
Jason Bonino.
Jason Bonino.
Great name.
Hey, Jason Bonino.
Hey, gents, hope you're doing well. I love the pod so much that I thought I'd email again. Brent and Jason, you guys bring it every week. I look forward to every episode. Will, feel free to say something nice about yourself here. Smiley face. I mean, they're not going to let me do that. Back again with comedy questions. I asked about other open mic comics secretly not wanting other comics to do well and loved your take on it, so thanks for that. I remember that.
Oh, I do too now.
I'm curious if you have any plans to have any of the up-and-coming New York comics on your pod, specifically Chris DiStefano, Mark Norman, and Sam Laurel. I feel like these guys would be hilarious guests with you two.
They'd
Mark
be great.
Norman's a buddy.
All
and-
three of the
and
guys
Chris
that you
Stefano
named
are great.
All three of the guys you named, by the way, all fucking hilarious. And I would
they're
love,
great. We love
absolutely love to
Yeah,
have those guys
definitely.
on. If they want to come on, hell yeah.
Yeah.
We'll reach out eventually, and
And also for everybody that's wondering if we're going to have guests, we because of the Zoom that we finally figured out, we have multiple guests that we're going to be having on.
we're gonna be able to start doing guests more now because we set
And
the whole Zoom
hopefully
bullshit up.
some of the East Coast comics we're really
Yeah,
good
dude,
friends with.
DiStefano kills me. All those
He's
guys,
great.
man, they're all so
Yeah,
good.
really good.
Lastly, aside from each other, who is the one other comic you'd love to go on tour with?
Other than each other,
Kevin Hart, it seems like it's fucking awesome.
yeah. You know who I'd love to go tour with? Nick Swartzen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Schwartzen would probably be.
Swartzen would be so fun, and he's got, his fans are amazing.
Yeah.
Nick Swartzen. Let me see who else. Tour with,
I guess Chappelle, right?
Dave. Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Just
But-
'cause you
but
don't-
Here's the thing that would be hard about those kind of guys. No one would want to fucking watch you for more than 10 minutes because they just want to get Chappelle's ass on
Yeah.
stage.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, it's tough.
You're
You know?
right. I was thinking more that you were going to say you can't sleep because like
That
Chappelle's
too.
out till 6, 7.
Right? No, but
But you got to make the point.
That'd be
yeah.
that's a tough. That's probably a tough opening gig. Not to say that I'd be,
I got one.
that's a tough opening gig.
I got one. I got one
Yeah.
that you'll agree with.
I mean,
Eddie Murphy and his new tour.
oh,
that would be awesome.
absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll fucking carry bags on that. Tour.
I would love to do. I would do all that shit
Yes.
because he would be asking us, going, "What do you think about this?" Imagine Eddie Murphy asking you, "What do you
Oh,
think
man.
about this?" Fuck.
Yeah, that'd
Eddie
be
Murphy.
amazing. You think he's in a tour soon?
Yeah. Well, he was supposed to. He was gonna start coming to the store, is what I heard.
Oh, so cool.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
We're gonna protect
That's
him
a
there.
great question.
Great
actually.
question. And then he ends, Jason says, thanks again for bringing the laughs. Hope you can make it to Seattle in the near future. Would love to have
love
you.
Seattle.
You know, I was listening, I forgot
Roar.
what podcast
He
I was
gave you a
listening
roar.
to. But Seattle doesn't have like a legit club in Seattle, like a big A-list
What do
club.
they have? What's the club there?
Well,
Because
there's
Parlor's gone.
The one we
That
do.
wasn't even Seattle.
Parlor's
though.
And that was
Parlor shut down.
That was Bellevue.
I didn't
Exactly.
know
It wasn't
Yeah.
even Seattle.
Yeah.
That's where all the
It's
kind
like
of the bigger names.
20-something minute drive away
Yeah.
out of Seattle.
So it's like Tacoma, Spokane.
Yeah.
But isn't it like Fahim,
There
Jeff
is a
Dye,
Seattle.
Joe Coy? All these guys are Seattle guys.
Yeah, but
Adam
there's
Ray.
Comedy
No, he's talking about
Underground.
what's the comedy club
Now.
in Seattle.
No,
Yeah,
that's
there
what I'm saying.
yeah.
Like all those guys were Seattle guys.
Yeah, what are
So
they?
what is the club in Seattle?
And there isn't one.
At all. And Parlor's gone
No.
too.
Yeah.
I
There's
didn't
like
know
no
Parlor
Seattle.
was
It's
gone.
makes
Correct
no
us
sense.
if we're wrong, but I think there might be a small club.
There's
in
Comedy Underground. That's it. That's in Seattle, I think.
Oh, well, then
Did you
there's-
play
But
a
it's
theater
not like.
there,
But that's
though?
not like what you
No.
guys would play. though.
Oh, where?
Did you do one with Chris, like a theater or something?
No, I was with.
Well, that's That's I'm
Russell.
sure there's theaters.
Russell, you didn't do
Yeah,
a theater
there's this
there?
club, Comedy Underground.
We did like the Paramount.
There's this
or some
place,
shit.
but again, I don't think you guys would play this place. It's a smaller
You
venue.
play a lot of dope
Fuck,
theaters.
I'd play that place. Are you
I'd
kidding
play
me?
everything right now.
Yeah, I'd love to play that place.
In Chicago, also,
Yeah,
there's
see,
not a,
they-
there's not a
they-
main
They
club in
opened
Chicago either.
Zanies, Nashville.
Well, there's Zanies.
In Chicago, Old Town, yeah.
There's Zanies. There's
That's it.
no. There's the Comedy Bar.
Yeah,
And
Comedy
they're,
bar,
they're,
yeah, you love that. That's
they're
a
getting
good
look
spot
it
you
up.
said.
they're coming up, man.
Yeah.
That's a
Makes
dope
sense.
club.
It was a comedy city. God damn it.
Anyways, thanks, Jason. That was a great
Chicago
question.
Theater. Oh wait,
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Vic Theater, I love.
We got movie titles.
nice.
Oh, shit.
So just I guess
Okay.
to remind the listeners. So
Oh,
I
this
think
was-
the game was that.
that
So
game, like-
in terms of band names, it was send us a movie title, and then the guys will make up the premise, the genre, all that bullshit, as if we
Oh,
were to do
fuck.
band names. So this is for
Yeah,
movie
that's
titles.
why I took a minute.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So this is Matt Kern, Matt from Kansas City, Missouri. I love the pod. It's one of the funniest and most original podcasts out there.
Thank you.
After hearing the movie title request, I felt compelled to provide a couple I think you may like. So the first one, I Think I Can Sing, obviously starring Brent. Next one.
And
the
burn
one
me.
starring me is I Know I Can Sing.
The next one, On the Spectrum. And then the last one, White Chocolate.
White Chocolate.
Good titles.
What do you think?
Oh man, I wasn't ready for this. Hey, Will, next time, prep us a little earlier for this because this I'm not.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We'll do White
think I
Chocolate
can.
starring you. I'm gonna do the trailer voice. Give me.
I don't even know the premise of the movie.
Fuck. Give me. I'm gonna.
White chocolate. What's it about?
Okay.
Like candy?
Ready?
We don't know. That's the point.
Go to YouTube and type in 90s trailer music instrumental.
Oh wow.
And then, oh man, I am pulling this out of my ass. Yeah, well, next time, 90s trailer music.
I feel like if I prepped you guys,
90
you're
trailer
like, we
music.
got it. We're professional.
Instrumental.
Fuck you.
Fuzzy elevator.
No, instrumental. Instrumental. You got to type in instrumental.
There you go.
It's a very specific thing. I don't.
It is,
come
and
up.
that's what's beautiful about YouTube.
I know, but epic instrumental music. I mean,
Yeah, try that one. Yep, it's because it's got to be epic.
Okay. And this is so epic. It's not what I.
We're doing white chocolate. I don't even.
Oh, shit, it wasn't there. Okay. You're the star of it. I'm doing the trailer.
can we do a different song or? Is
So
this okay?
I'll figure it out.
I literally have no idea what you're
I
saying.
know. Neither do I. Just start it from the beginning.
Let's do this next time.
No. I want to try
be
it.
prepared.
I want to try it.
Go.
Okay, turn it up.
Oh,
Turn it up even more. More.
more.
More.
Like actually more.
More.
There you go.
In a city where everyone was different, one man with beautiful hair showed up.
I don't know why, man. I just got a sweet tooth. But I heard dark chocolate. I heard dark chocolate's more healthier, but like I really would like some white chocolate.
And a steel man working on some helmets overheard the chocolate conversation. Who the hell is that talking over
What?
there? Who are you, good sir?
I don't fucking know. I don't got it today.
Starring Jason Collings as
I hate that I wasn't
White
prepped for this.
chocolate. Well, we don't want to be prepped, but that's horrible. So we got that.
Yeah.
We're gonna cut that. But
White chocolate.
But I'm into the idea of this. I don't want to pre-plan anything.
I want to know what he means by white chocolate, though. Does he mean like
I
a
don't think
white
he's-
guy acting black?
I don't think he's supposed to be. I
No,
don't think he means
it's just
anything.
movie titles.
Just
Because
the
you know
title.
that's like a
It's movie
that's a thing.
titles.
Oh, okay.
So it's just the
Yeah.
idea is like instead of band it's movie titles and then go this summer.
yeah, I'm not in
Jason Collins.
I ain't in the mood for that today. Sorry.
Hey,
I'll do it next time. I
Can I
promise.
tell you something about what you just did?
What?
It's a man right there. I like that.
Hey, I'm too old to try to please you, motherfuckers.
That's for
Starring
Yeah,
Jason
that's for the trailer.
Collins in white chocolate.
I'm too old to try to please
Too
you,
old to
motherfuckers.
try to please you,
See,
motherfuckers.
it kind of came around
This
at the
summer.
end.
See?
yeah.
There you go.
I
And then
wasted
somebody
too
make
many,
that poster.
I wasted too many years trying to play it cool.
I was actually looking
Cameo by Will Burkart.
I don't know why Will went to the gladiator theme. I was looking for like
He-
white man can't jump
I don't
type
think he.
theme.
I don't think he purposely went to that.
I know.
There
Oh,
was- there
that-
wasn't even anything there.
that
You know
would-
what I mean? Like I was looking for like that kind of sound.
That's
you know
funny.
where it's like dun, 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 and then it's like
Yeah.
Oh,
starring
yeah,
Jason
yeah,
Collins. You guys want a ball? You know, like something like that
Yeah,
is what I was
yeah,
looking for.
yeah.
He went to gladiator.
There it is.
So,
There wasn't any instrumental. I wish there was better ones.
well, you didn't type it in until I said it. So here we go.
All right. Next email we got from.
Anyways,
This is from Waka Ducks. I don't know. Jake from Rochester here. Love the content. Just wanted to say that
Love
the
Rochester.
garbage plate
ooh,
is the perfect 2 a.m. After
I agree.
bar
I can
drunk
see
meal.
that.
Hope you guys come back to Rochester when stand up is a thing again. So that was a follow up to the garbage plate we talked about a couple episodes ago.
Yes.
It's in Rochester, New York. Basically putting a bunch of bullshit in one thing and they stack it
Yeah.
and it's gross, but
Yeah.
it sure tastes
but
amazing.
amazing at
It's
2
awesome.
2 a.m.
And we love Rochester. We had a great
Yeah, I
time
liked
there,
it
man.
out there.
I miss Rochester.
What was it?
Um,
What was the name of the club? Something like.
It wasn't comedian.
God
Comedy
damn
on
it.
Carlson.
Oh,
Wasn't that?
yeah.
Was
Comedy
that it?
Carlson. Yeah.
Carlson. Yeah.
Carlson. I was gonna say Charles. Son of a.
By the
bitch.
way, don't be offended by that. We tour
Comedy
every
Carlson.
weekend.
And we haven't been on the road in way too fucking long.
I don't know my act.
And
I
we haven't
learned
been
that.
asked back to
Cut.
Rochester.
Yeah, that's true. We had a good time. Hey, you know
To
what?
have us back.
Have us back.
Sorry.
Well, maybe it's an agent
Going on
thing,
a,
though.
going
Go
on a
ahead.
rant.
go for it.
This summer.
This is from Desiree Schultz.
What a
She said,
name.
Thank
Desiree.
you. Great name.
It's a beautiful name.
Hey guys, I've never written into any kind of show before, but I felt like I needed to reach out and say something. Last week I found you pieces of shit. No,
I was
last week
gonna say the way you
found,
said show
I
is
know.
so.
Last week, I found your podcast and started watching it on YouTube, and it's so awesome. Then a few days later, on Friday, I was diagnosed with epilepsy. It hit me like a roundhouse kick to the chest. I've been having episodes of blackouts and stuff for over a year, and they finally figured out what was wrong with me. I live alone with this whole COVID thing. I work from home, and now I have to deal with this. It's just terrifying knowing I could pass out at any time for no reason. I grew up in a small farm town in Alberta, and I was a tomboy just hanging out with the boys. The Lion's Den for me brings me back to that simpler time of just kicking back, relaxing, and having fun again. I'm so overwhelmed with what I'm going through because it's a lot to take in to deal with. I haven't told many people yet because it's too much and I'm still adjusting. But I want to say thank you for the podcast. I'm only on episode 8, but I have laughed and relaxed and just forgot about the whole world and the stresses in my life 1 hour at a time.
Oh, well, you're so welcome.
that's
Listen,
great.
good news is that they diagnosed it.
Yeah.
You have an answer. Stay strong. Keep going to your treatments. And we're so happy that we're able to bring you that kind of laughter and joy while you're dealing with something so hard. It's one of those things where I can't say, man, I totally get, because I've never had to deal with something like that. That's rough. Just epileptic seizures where you just knock out in the middle of, you're being, hey, what's up, Will?
Scary.
You know what I mean? I get it. But just I'm glad that you got diagnosed, and I'm glad that you're dealing with it, and hopefully they're going to figure out how to curb that a little bit.
And honestly, to piggyback off what Jason's saying, I was going to say the same thing. Like, the scariest shit that happens to us is the shit we don't understand.
Yeah.
So it's good to understand it and know this is what I have, and this is something I'm going to have to learn to deal with. I dealt with it with clinical depression and panic disorder and certain things, and now permanent bee stings in my eye. So there are certain things, but knowledge is power. I mean,
I'm just happy that in our own silly, goofy ass way that we're helping you in some way, that we are helping you and bringing you some joy and some laughter and stuff like that. And we're gonna keep doing it.
Yeah, and you're on episode 8, so by the time you catch up, I'm pretty sure I will be a puffball of a bee.
Because what are we on, 33 now?
Yeah.
33.
Jesus. All right, well.
But thank you so much, and be better, be great, and don't be embarrassed to share exactly who the fuck you are.
Yeah, that's awesome.
If your friends are weird about that, they're weird.
I know, right?
I know. All right, we got a follow-up about the winners in baseball thing. So we talked about a couple episodes ago about how there's no winners in Little League Baseball
Brent
anymore.
fact.
It was a
Okay,
Brent
Brent
fact, but it could be turned into an actual fact. This is from Devlin from Massachusetts.
Shit.
Hey guys,
It's already not credible.
to go off of hashtag Brent facts about winners in Little League Baseball, I want to say he was actually correct. I'm an umpire in Massachusetts. I didn't think he was going to be.
I love it, Devlin.
I mean, straight from the source. I love this. I'm an
great.
umpire. The fact, Queen's saying the fact we got an umpire who wrote in is fucking dope.
That's hilarious.
I'm an
My New
umpire in
Englanders.
Massachusetts, and I've walked away from a game because it was an 8-year-old league that didn't keep score and didn't play by the real rules.
Why do you need the umpire?
You walked away.
This is my favorite email we've gotten. I said to both coaches why I was there and if we weren't playing properly, and they had no answer. So I said I wasn't going to waste my time with it. So dick in retrospect.
The poor little 8-year-olds are going, where's the umpire? They think they're playing this really cool thing.
Oh,
and
man.
in real baseball, there's an umpire. Why is ours leaving?
Because your bullshit is bullshit.
Yeah,
is
because you're a
what
bunch
it
of
is.
bitch ass little kids that just can't take a losing.
That's in retrospect. So dick in retrospect, but I love how he wrote an all caps. So dick in retrospect, but come on, it's bad these days for kids not learning to lose.
Yeah.
Devlin and
He
Mass.
did lose. You
Because
did a good job.
Here's why. Because
Walking away with the Mass.
here's
Fuck
why
this
I
shit.
agree with the losing thing. Don't hide it from them.
Yeah.
Don't shelter them from it, because when they get into the real world and they actually may lose something, they're going to flip out and not know how to handle it. You got to teach someone how to lose gracefully.
Yep.
There's sore winners, and there's sore losers, and there's also sore winners.
I was a terribly sore loser and a
You
terribly
threw
sore winner.
gloves. Is that it for the E's?
Oh, we have one. We'll do one more quick one. Because this is just timely, because we were just talking about it. It's about Julia Fox, that girl from Uncut Gems.
Julia
We're
Fox.
talking about.
Hey.
She's great.
So you guys got real excited, huh?
Yeah, Julia Fox.
She's married.
This is from Christopher Sanders, from Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Stop talking to my wife.
Just listened to the Three Little Pigs episode. You guys were talking about my future boo and thought I'd give some insight. You guys were funny today. I did some heavy research after Uncut Gems. I know, my bad. I need to be shitty about it. I did some, because whenever I'm reading this, I can see you guys as reacting. I can always see Brent look at Jason like, fucking idiot.
Because he just went, you guys are funny today.
I know.
That's why
I didn't mean
reacted
to. I know. I'm trying to be better.
It's all good. Hey, it's all good.
I did some.
Hey.
I did some heavy research after Uncut Gems myself, LOL, and found out aside from being a stripper and actress, she's also a published author.
Oh, wow.
Wow, the book is
Oh.
wild. It has pictures of her shooting heroin, having sex, making out with chicks, and even has old love letters, etc. That chick
Whoa.
has had one hell of a life, and I'll fight you guys for her. Meet me at Fuddruckers.
Oh God, that's
Nice.
great.
Good
That's a
email.
Good one.
You win.
Fantastic
You win,
email.
Christopher.
Fantastic.
Christopher, what's the last
fucking
name?
email?
Sanders?
Yeah. I didn't want to read that because
Christopher
he wrote it just as Chris. So I didn't know, but whatever.
Shit. Well,
Whatever.
cut it then.
Beautiful.
We didn't say not to read it. That was fine. Anyways, fantastic.
Good
Yeah.
emails. Good
Well, she's
emails.
married. I looked it up right after
Yeah.
that episode to figure it out, and I was like, "What's her deal?"
Yeah.
And she's married.
Oh,
Not a super writing
boo.
back. I think
Damn.
she's married.
Damn.
Brent, you had a chance too, man.
Yeah, I know. Jesus, Brent. Of course not.
If only she wasn't married.
Hey, you like
yep,
guys with bee stings near their eyes?
Ew.
Jay, we would be remiss not to mention this before we end the podcast.
Yeah, there's a lot happening right now with the George Floyd murder, because that's what it was. Wasn't an accident. It's a fucking murder, cold-blooded murder. And I think we should mention it and just kind of spread the word, spread awareness about this thing. And I think it's important that everybody knows that this is not new information.
No.
A lot of people are shocked and surprised, and I don't think they should be. I think they should be appalled and disgusted, but not surprised, because this shit has been happening for fucking ever, for decades. If you look at the still shot of that piece of shit, his name's not coming out of my mouth, with his knee on the back of that guy's head, that victim's head, by the way. He's a victim of murder. He had his leg on the back of his neck, and his hand in his pocket, and a grin on his face, like it was business as usual, just another day at the office. And here's why it was looking like that, because that's exactly what it was. For that man, that was just business as usual, another day at the office, because that shit happens all the time. This is not new information. We shouldn't be surprised. We should definitely be disgusted. But I think our responsibility as entertainers and with an audience is that we just need to spread the word. Spread the word. This is happening, but this isn't a new occurrence. This has been happening, and it's time for this kind of shit to stop. There's protests in the streets. My youngest son, Jonathan, was involved in the protest last night in downtown Los Angeles. It got crazy. I understand why he's protesting. It's very personal to him. My son is a person of color. He has been targeted racially for the color of his skin, and simply only that, because he's a great kid. He's a sweetheart, and he's got a good heart. Mm-hmm. But he has been the target of that kind of stuff. So I didn't want him to be part of that protest, not because I didn't believe in it, because as a parent, I care about that kid. I want him to be safe, but at the same time, he is a grown adult, and I understand why he was involved in it. He took an amazing shot right on the front lines of one of the police officers with their billy clubs. And when it got weird, and when it got crazy, when it got about something else with the looting and the stealing, he went home. He went home and made sure to call me and his mom to let us know that he was safe. However, I do support and agree with why they're protesting. Mm-hmm. I do not think that the protesters are thugs. I think they're angry people, and I think they have a legit reason to be angry. And one of the biggest reasons, in my opinion, is that this is still happening. Not that it just happened, because it didn't just happen. It just got caught on tape. The fact of the matter is, this is still happening, and it has been happening forever. And we need to support those people that are protesting. Find the correct phone number to call to do something about it. It's one thing to whine and bitch and complain about it and post about it on your Instagram and tweet something about it. But you know what? Find the phone numbers to call those phone numbers, and let's start. Let's all get involved in trying to end this thing, because guess what? It's gonna take a long time. And here's why: what a lot of people don't realize is this kind of hate and this kind of bigotry and this kind of racism is generational. This thing has been going on for generations. These people are brainwashed into feeling and thinking this way, and it's going to take a long time to change it. And I think one of the places that it starts is, hey, figure out how you're hiring these police officers. Let's do some better fucking background checks. Let's find out what kind of people these are. Why is that guy a cop, and why was he? I think he was a higher ranking officer too. Why? Why is that okay, and why was that able to happen? And I'll tell you why: because the people that hire him are fucking racist as well. And then in a lot of their minds, they feel like that they're building an army. So when you get upset and call these protesters thugs and stuff like that, here's why that's bullshit. Because guess what? If they're forming a fucking army, so are we. So are the people that are outraged by this and are victimized by this every day. I mean, it's everything. It's a problem when you're driving in your car and when a police car comes up behind you, your first reaction is to be terrified. There's a problem there. And we shouldn't feel that way. And a lot of us don't, because we're not in the position of African Americans who are constantly the victim of harassment. You know, I don't know what it's like because I've never been black and I never will be. I can sympathize and I can empathize and I could support you in your fight, but I can tell you right now, it's a different world when you have that cop show up and your first thought is, am I going to fucking survive this? Because what we all should be thinking is, oh, great, the police are here, so we're all safe. And right now, that's not the feeling.
Nope.
That's not the feeling. As soon as you see a cop car behind you, the first thing you think is, there's the enemy. There's the guy that's going to hurt me. There's the guy that's going to harass me. There's the guy that's going to fucking, now we have to say, and not just now, but forever, there's the guy that's going to probably try to kill me.
And that's not good.
And that's not good. So I support the protesters. I'm going to find the right numbers, and we're going to call those numbers, and we're going to try to do something about it.
And we're going to put something in the link for this as well for anybody that wants to talk. And I can't say it any better than what you said. I will say I have family members that are in law enforcement as well. You've had family members that are involved
in law enforcement. Yeah.
And it's not fair to divide, but it should be understood. Just like you said, voice your opinion, understand it, and fucking let's have a conversation about it.
Quit acting surprised, by the way.
Yeah, and also, that's
Quit
the other
acting
thing.
shocked that
Just because we
that
got
you can't
camera
believe
phones
this is
doesn't mean
happening.
this shit hasn't happened before.
Yeah.
You know, just because you have portrait mode doesn't mean this shit didn't happen before. Right. And it's something that, like Jay said, we can empathize and sympathize with, but we're not black. You know, Will is definitely not black.
Farthest thing from it.
Probably
Will,
the furthest.
Basically, Will's a translucent guppy. That's what he is.
Yeah, he's clear.
Yeah, he's clear.
And so, with that said, you said it perfectly.
Wow.
Thank you for the Sunday brunch for Monday with the Lions
Sunday
Den.
brunch for Monday.
Sunday brunch for Monday.
And also, fans, people that are writing us, members of the Patreon, thank you guys for sticking around. You guys are the best. Bye.
And we're climbing, baby. We got some shit coming up. And we love you guys, and we're here to make you laugh and distract you from the problems. My eye is closing.
We are friends, digging each other.